Hello and welcome to today's episode. As we left off, we played a couple games up in the championship. Since then, I mean, yeah, it's been pretty incredible. Don't let this win streak fool you, though. We've labored for most of these wins. A lot of these 1-0 wins just were not quite there. Even this one, we scored in the 80th minute, both of those goals. 86th minute here to go up 2. It's not been a clean bunch of wins. But overall, we've been keeping the enemy team from scoring excellently. We just have not been punching it like we have been in previous years or even earlier in the season, scoring pretty much at will. We've been struggling to get over the finish line, but we've been doing it regardless. So, with that being said, we are currently top of the league, 4 points clear of second place, 8 points clear of the team behind that. Of course, Burstow top of so many things. Francisco up there. Even Folks on top of shutouts, which is unusual for us. Usually we have a much lower shutout ratio, but we've been very, very good this season. However, we're having some problems. Sturge, he's now only 2.5 star as a automatic fullback. Could change him over in automatic wingback. It's just not great. He's only showing 3.5 star potential, so he's going to at max a good championship player. Probably need to start looking for an improvement for him. Harvey's doing fine, and the same thing with Wormlayton. He's still flashing that he is 4-star current ability, or 3-star current ability, but only 3.5-star potential ability. So those are two areas that I'm now scouting for specifically and looking to improve. Also, Heskey, he was at 2.5-star. He's back up to 3-star with 4-star potential. He's probably going to get there. Probably going to stay with the team for now. Burstow and Francisco are so good that everybody else seems to be dragging down a bit. And so we're struggling, first of all, to scout players that we can actually afford, even though we got this, million sitting in the bank with 2 million available if we need it. I'm just not finding anybody that is worth it for that price. Zeffy, he's out of contract at the end of the season. We might try and sign him. Maybe could pay for him now. Don't really want to do that. Rather just bring him out at the end of the season, considering his great ability, but he doesn't solve our fullback problem. And assuming we get promoted, which it looks like we almost certainly are, we're 13 points clear of falling out of even the playoff spots. We're going to do it in all likelihood. It's a struggle. Keep everything good and ready. So, with that being said, this is our lineup. Howell, turns out, still gets a start over Wormlayton just because of the discovery, and also he's, incredible and all that. Everybody is playing with an above 7 rating average, but, look at Folks. Folks has just been incredible. He's another one that we probably need to start looking for an improvement for. I don't know. It's going to be rough. He's served us for so long and been so amazing for us. Since he came in, we were in the National League. I don't think he ever expected to be playing for us at this level. And this is his best season so far. It is incredible. But everything must end, especially considering we're looking for the Premier League. Oh my goodness, Francisco is down to a half-star? Oh, because he wants to be an attacking midfielder. That's quiet, you. You're an advanced playmaker. Don't you whine about it. So with that being said, our team is as per usual. Folks in goal, back four of Sturge, Andreo, Harvey, and Howell. Taylor and Heskey in midfield. Saponar and Francisco and Burrows backing up Burstow. Ray Burrows has been flirting with 3.5-star current ability. He wants to be on support, but I prefer him on attack, just because I like having these guys be more attacking focused. But we're going to submit that team, go into the match. We're up against the 4th place team, a Blackburn. So it's going to be a very, very, hopefully not time. I hope we're going to destroy them. But on a go form recently, there was no good things to say. So instead, we'll just go get them all fired up by doing some fist pumping, which you can only do if you've been with your club for a while and you have good support. Blackburn, who are currently 10 points behind us, is not quite a game in hand. Bristol City also, and even Coventry, they've been hot on our tails. As we've been winning every game, they've been winning every game as well. They, just like us, they haven't dropped a game since you were last with me. So it is not an easy race, but we're certainly winning it at this point in time. Plenty of season left to play, though. We're not even halfway done yet. What is it going to be? 46 games in the season? Goodness gracious. Way too many. Oh my goodness. Nothing has happened. Well, not happy with that performance. Also, let's go ahead and pause this and slow down the old simulation. Just so we can actually see the highlights should they appear. A draw here, not the end of the world. Bristol City have gone down in their game. Oh my goodness. First time that's happened. Francisco to Sturge now. Rayu, as you saw with the match summaries, our first halves have also been really, really bad. Just not been able to score a single stinking thing. So usually after the midpoint, we have to come out and say, hey, do better. And they finally start doing something. I don't know why our squad is so good. For whatever reason, we just outperform everybody compared to where star rating should be. Bursto with some fancy footwork there. Missed the header after the bounce off the crossbar and then locked it in. Take another look at that. Back to Francisco. A very, very nice job there because he did not have it open. Tries to head it. Goes wide. But just off the crossbar. Is like, oh, I'll try number 2. Okay, but as I was saying, I think it's something to do with the control possession / tiki-taka system. As I've seen on my stream saves, it's just, for whatever reason, this system seems to be so much better than the others that I've tried. Oh my goodness, that was a very nice attempt there from them. Fortunately, he was not quite in the race. So if you want to look for something, wingers, very strong. If you can find the right ones. You really do need to have a great striker if you're planning to play a one person up front. You need to be one of your best players. But other than that, just control possession, tiki-taka, something along that lines. Eventually, you'll turn around and start winning games. Now then, substitution o'clock. We'll go ahead and switch out Hal, bring in Wormleyton. That's something we do almost every game. And Ray is feeling a bit tired. We can bring on Zeffy. 2 easy changes. Again, that's something else we normally do. Burrow's just not... He's been good, but not... Since he had a bit of an injury, it wasn't something serious. He was out for like a week. He just hasn't quite been the same. He needs to just pick it up a little bit. I have 1 substitution, and I think we're going to substitute one of the midfield players. I think Kane Taylor today will be the one getting the substitute out. Adds head, we might look to sell him, but I don't want to do it right now. I feel like, well, we might do it. If we can get some money out of him, we'll look into selling. Bursto, though. Another good goal, this time combining with Zeffy. A little back and forth action from the 2 of them off the right wing. Didn't expect anything to come out of it, that's why I wasn't taking note of it. Just kick there, kick back, kick there, kick back. Till eventually, it just happened to... Football Manager made that seem real weird. I looked at our Fender was the one who crossed it, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and say yes to whatever changes I just made. And then we got 1 more substitution. Coventry now comfortably ahead in their game. Bristol City have lost theirs, though. Bring us now 7 points clear at the top. Sturge or Heskey, we can bring on Krishny. Another pretty easy change. Krishny's also only showing 2.5 or 3.5 star potential ability. So, though he represents a great backup, kind of anywhere along the left side plus midfield, probably not going to keep him with us for much longer. Not gonna push these guys out the door at the moment, but we'll see where they end up. Probably within the next year or so, they're going to be leaving the squad. Goodness, still more highlights. This match was over. Adams adds head Krishny. Adams. The biggest problem is we're growing the club. We're shooting up the league, first of all, way faster than I anticipated. I expected us to be maybe 12 years to this point, and it's been 8 or 5. I'm shocked at how quickly we are shooting up. Which I feel the Football Manager gods, first of all, might just like me. Maybe without all the baggage of having a bunch of experience, or maybe the Create a Club experience has given me an advantage. And also just we've been getting lucky and the players we've been signing have outperforming their ability. Like Ford. We're finally looking to move him on, but he has been incredible for so long for us, playing beyond his ability. And all of these guys, the lone players we brought in, have been very, very solid. A nice win. Very well done. The next match we have for you is a mid-table team. However, those are some of the ones that have been giving us a little bit more trouble. Yes, 7 points clear at the top of the league. Are doing very, very well. So, have a game in Swansea, who are currently in 16th place, away. Wonder, no, away, home doesn't really seem to have a huge impact on our overall performance. So, we'll see you back for game number 2. Okay, we're back for game number 2 against Swansea. Different screen, though. Let me tell you why. Started this recording session, got a lot going on today, totally forgot about the whole assistant coach situation. So, we spent maybe a month without even looking for one. Finally got a new guy in. If we want to take a look at him real fast, he's this man, Dave Reddington, previously of Watford. He was their assistant coach, then caretaker head coach, till eventually he left once the new guy came in. 13, 13, 19, very good at managing people, pretty good at judging players' ability and potential. Very nice, so we can actually see what our squad's looking like once he starts coming in. He wanted a lot more money. We weren't able to pay him a lot more money, so that is that. Also got the situation sorted out for all of the training. Got a Continental Pro license, so we don't have to worry about that. Overall, a pretty solid addition to the team. So, for game number 2, it's going to be the exact same squad. No changes to the team there. Some of these coaches are whining that their players aren't being played. Ford's also injured, it doesn't really matter. We'll figure things out. Herbie wants... Ooh. Might have to see if it's possible to sell him off, because he is, once again, really valuable. That's his average, I think maybe even below his average value. We'll figure it out regardless. So, Folks and goal back for Sturgeon, Dreo, Harvey, and Howe. Taylor and Heskey backing up Suppernow, Francisco, Burrows, and Burstow. Go ahead and launch that. Everybody feels very good about the team. Haven't had any problems with this for a long time. Jump into the dressing room, pick up where you left off last time. Enjoy that, but they enjoy the fist pumping. All you need. Play with your team for a year, and then the fist pumping will get them all inspired, almost all the time. So let's see if we can keep our streak of wins alive. At the very least, let's go for not a loss. Cisco? That's not our team colors. In fact, nowhere near our team's colors. Never play. Well, I guess we do have a somewhat white kit. But it's... Oh, I don't know how you get that confused. People are like ghosts. Wearing all white. Okay. Burstow sends it over to Howell on this right side. Plenty of players in the center that he can cross to. Ends up with Burstow. Inside the first minute, we score. That highlight was kind of long, but we got there. From kickoff, we basically got control of the ball and just kept it the entire way. A little bit of wobbling in the center there, but an early goal, which we haven't had for a long, long time. Don't like scoring this early. We like making it exciting for the fans, which is very, very good. We're also not hemorrhaging near as much cash this season as compared to last season, because we have a much, much larger stadium that we are filling basically every time. In other news, that lone player that... Oh my god, no, please, please. Oh, good god. That lone player I tried to bring in during the offseason is finally going to be coming to the squad once the January transfer window opens up. I say that because we're in December now, I believe. It's going to be a pretty hectic month. 6 or 7 games. Plus, we got the FA Cup coming. We've got a game against a champion at Luton, I believe, in the championship, who are currently in 15th place. We're at home for that match, so we're probably going to jump in and watch that one. Hopefully we can make a pretty decent run in the FA Cup. Maybe make a few 100,000. We're not desperately needing the cash anymore, but we'll take anything we can get. As for scouting, it's Burstow? No, over the net. It's been a mixed bag. We've tried to scout players. Oh, Sturge is taking a knock. That's not good. Struggling to run it off. Okay, well... No big deal. Bring on Krishni. That's certainly something we can do quite easily. The good news is once we get promoted next season, we'll get a big influx of cash. The problem is, I think we're going, well, it's going to be difficult to stay up. We don't nearly, oh, they're on the attack now. A very nice tackle. Not good enough to clear the ball fully, but a good block by one of our defenders, and Folks is able to get his hands on it. It's going to be a struggle, as I was saying, to stay up. We don't have the cash, we don't have the capital, we don't have the facilities to really have a solid chance of staying up easily, so it's going to be a struggle. The good news is, we seem dominant in this league, but at the very least, the teams that are promoted with us, oh, Saponara on the wing now. Francisco just kicks it right at their keeper. Okay. That'll be that for the half. We've done well controlling possession. We'll go ahead and say that one. That's a nice and easy thing to say. Another reason why the control possession system is so good, because you give that as long as you're up during halftime, and everybody loves you. Oh, are they going to score off kickoff? See them coming down. Mayo. Taylor. Heading it around. Gonna fall to them on the wing. Almost intercepted there. Not quite good enough. Now, Hagelstein doesn't get the ball, but there they come. A good block. Off this left side now. Probe. Oh, it just falls over the line. Boo. Go attacking. Okay. Oh god, they're already getting a free kick. I wanted to continue what I was saying before I forget about it. Here we go. Rod. Nice bounce off the top crossbar. So, as I was saying, there's another highlight. This time, it's cleared. Francisco sends it back. Heskey now in the midfield sends it up to Brayu. And that teeters out the highlight. So, because we're so dominant, 3 teams are going up, and only 3 teams are going to fall, which means all we have to do is beat the 2 teams we're already beating right now, and one more. Howell now, with an opportunity, ends up getting SA corner. We have to beat the 2 teams that got promoted, which we're probably going to do, plus one more team to stay up. Now then, Burstow heads over. Not unusual for him, not unusual. Harvey now. Pesky. Burrows. Intercepted. Really know where that one was going? Probably the same way they didn't know where that one was going. Howell now. Burrows over the top for Burstow to chase. And Burstow bursting from the midfield. Now, he hasn't done that one very recently. He's more so been in the box sort of thing, heading the ball down or getting a kick in. He's not really done one of those where he just runs. I guess because he's no longer faster than absolutely everyone else around him. So, we'll take what we can get. He always seems to improve when we need him to. And as I've said, we've always got lucky in the save with having incredible strikers. The King is actually available for purchase should we want to. Unfortunately, he's only showing 3.5-star potential ability, 2.5-star current ability. So there's really not a whole lot of point in bringing him in other than just nostalgia. So we're not going to spend 550k to do that. Though I did consider it ever so slightly. Had the King, and we had Burstow, and then earlier on, oh, we substitutes now. Francisco is having a bad game. That is highly unusual. Luckily, we've got Josh Adams who can come on for him. Anybody else having a bad game? Not as such. Heskey will come off for Ad's head. Last time we brought off Kane Taylor. That'll be our first 2 substitutions. Another 2 in just a moment. Then, going to continue on attacking because why not? It's fun. Oh, Andreu back up to 3.5-star. He's once also another player that's showing Premier Division potential. Bring off Hari. Bring on Hay. That'll be another substitute for us. Freshen up the defense a little bit. Everybody else should be good to go for another at least 10 minutes. Taylor wants to sub out. I don't have anybody that I can bring on for him. For Saponaro, I very much do. That crap. Wasn't paying attention. Well, everybody else is just going to have to play the rest of the match. I knew there was a reason why I was waiting. It wasn't just me forgetting. It was totally because I forgot. Brayu to Hay. All the way back to Folks, over to the left side now. Krishna got plenty of space to run into. Let's go ahead and start that run. Sends it up to Saponaro. Crosses it to Bursto, who scores, putting us up by 2 goals. I mean, that's not called offside. It is not. That's the kind of goal he normally has been scoring recently, just on the end of a long kick. Tall boy, he jumps high and smashes the ball down with his head to score. Those two people phasing through each other, as one does in football. If you haven't seen it on TV, it's because you're not watching the right kind. So, that is a great result for us. Dominant performance in XG, dominant performance on the field. Bursto still, of course, incredible. A good result. 2 more wins under our belt. Nice victory. Well done. So, our win streak continues. Don't know for how much longer. I'm going to keep riding this for as long as I can. I mean, we're now 10 points clear of the next team in Bristol City with 26 games left to play. I mean, we might break, I don't know if we're going to break a record, but we're currently on pace for about 100 points, which there's no way we're not winning the division. And as always, the reason we don't go up one season is because we can only go up if we win the title, which is not the end of the world. So, taking a look at our schedule, probably come back for this game against Luton. Coventry is another really good choice to play, in that I don't think any of the rest of these are anybody too important. Portsmouth is not bad. So we'll probably come back for this Coventry game, come back for this Luton Town game, and then skip down towards February so we can see the end of the transfer deadline. And you can kind of see what's happening there. Probably some activity, as I said. We've got some money to play with. Maybe bring in a loan or two, because the ones we've currently got are probably going to get shipped back. So we'll see how things go. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to follow the links down below if you want to see some of my content. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.